Hiya, I'm Grim, and welcome to Grim Gabbers, where Grim gabbers about random things. I'm your host, Grim, and guess what we're here to do? I see you. Why aren't you answering? I'm going to be showcasing a speed paint of my newest art piece, while gabbering about my story as an artist. These segments are probably going to include who I got taught by, how I started, and how far I've come. I'll include pictures as well. Artists are their biggest critiquers. You look at your drawing and you nitpick every wrong thing you might have done about it. A line that you missed, a color that might have gone out it, and I'm hoping to inspire you to, instead of doing that, go back, look at your older works, and see just how far you've come. Anyway, enough of that. We're gonna move on to the main segment of this. How I became an artist. So it all started long ago. I know it's a little cliche to say, but I don't remember a time where I wasn't drawing. I was always doodling a little something here, a little thing here, or a creature there, and I would draw a lot in school, as I would be able to show my friends, and we would draw together and stuff like that. I started off on a computer. Well, not drawing on a computer, but I started off with a piece of paper, a pencil, a computer screen, light, and a dream. And that's what I did. I traced My Little Ponies. I know. I traced My Little Ponies off of my computer using the paper and the light that shined through the paper, and I just traced them. Started doing that for a while until I finally started actually drawing things on my own. While I'm mostly self-taught, I can't take all the credit. It was my art teacher who taught me a lot. His name was Mr. Borky, and I remember vividly not only for his last name, but also for the fact that he was so tall, specifically 7'1", that he had a hunchback because he couldn't fit into most buildings. He taught me a lot of what I know, like how shoulders don't just go down, they have a little bump to them. Or how chins don't just point, they have different shapes and sizes and whatnot. Skip a few years ahead, I started drawing on digital. It was a crazy time. I had always drawn on traditional, and now I could draw on a tablet, blaring before my eyeballs. I started to draw a little bit here and there. I wasn't too good at it, but I started to draw a lot more and actually figure out my style through digital art, since I didn't have to get a plethora of materials to get different line widths or colors or textures into the art. This was a whole new type of technology for me, but unfortunately, I wasn't too great. I won't say that I suck, I just needed more practice, and that's what I did. I worked hard throughout the years, and here's some images of that from maybe 2022 to 2026, maybe-ish. I really started to find my style, and I feel you can really see where I started to. I find it really interesting how you can see when my mental health also got better. It's when my art started getting better, when I started to draw things more correctly or accurately, or when I started adding more complex and less simplistic levels of detailing onto my art. And fast forward to now. I don't have my style completely figured out, and there's still very much a lot of progress that still can be made. I still love my art. I do. I spend a lot of time on it, and you should as well. You should be proud of yourself and how far you've come. I know it's hard to critique yourself, to compare yourself to others, but it's not worth it doing that. You won't get any better doing that. Trust me, again, I've been there, and it's not a good place to be at. You're gonna psychoanalyze your art, compare it to others, think you're worse or better than this one person. You won't improve none. You'll just try to make yourself better than another person instead of adding your own uniqueness onto your art, which will therefore make you better. So instead of trying to analyze how better or worse you're at art than someone else, analyze instead how far you've come and how better or worse than you were back then to your old self. And think of how far you've come. You can really see how much either your mental health or physical health or artistic ability has improved just from a drawing piece you did 2, 3, 5 years ago. Anyhow, that's enough of my gabbering, but I have 3 more things lined up. Go check out my newest post and comment some things you have for next week about my trans talk. My schedule, if you haven't heard, it's a new one. I'm going to post 4 videos about trans talk, take a 3-day break, post 3 Grim Gabber videos, and then take a 3-day break, and then the cycle goes on. I am so excited about these last 2 videos that I'm going to do. I also want to thank you, yes, you, for helping me get where I am. I have gotten a lot of views on my past videos. While not a lot to one person, a lot to me. It's really cool. And I've gotten so many genuine comments about how I've helped people, how they're going to school in a week, and they needed that type of motivation and encouragement, or how they're getting a haircut in 3 days, and how they really needed this video. And it feels good for me, but I bet it feels even better for y'all, and I thank you for leaving such genuine comments, and you're welcome for making these videos. I'm serious, I'm done now. Anyway, goodbye!